Hey gamers, I am the Bad Luck Gamer, and today we're going to be talking about companions and animal companions, because these are, for a GM especially, one of the more frustrating aspects of a game, because they can really throw numbers off, or the GM then has to come up with what stuff can be done when followers are involved. And it's honestly one of the things I dislike the most. Animal companions, I love. I love animal companions. I believe that every group should have one. But as far as followers are concerned, followers kind of annoy me because they're like, okay, so I have this group of people and they're going to fight for me. It's like you just took combat away from a character, probably a combat or based character too, which is silly. And you've also messed the numbers up. And then what happens when some followers die? What happens to their feat or advantage? So this is what I'm going to focus on in this video today. So first, animal companions. Animal companions are great. The problem with animal companions, and I don't know many games where this doesn't become an issue, the animal companion falls off. They just aren't designed to be as awesome as the player character, and nor should they. And so what do you do with said animal companion? Well, first and foremost, all animal companions should at least of some sort be connected to the character's story. Players, please interact with your animal companions. Focus on them a little bit because they're lonely. They're little animals, or giant tigers. I don't know. But focus on them and make them a story element because they're going to fall off as far as combat is concerned. So you might as well get the most mileage of you can for entertainment values and mess around. I had a dwarf ranger who had a monkey companion or an ape companion or whatever. It was really fun and it was a really interesting aspect of the story. It didn't really do much as far as combat was concerned, but it made my character more interesting. And plus, there's always small times where the animal companions can actually do a lot. Also, along the way, as the storyteller, give the players access to what could possibly be an epic pet, because epic pets are always super cool in a group. And when someone finds like a dragon egg, or when you find like some little fox thing that actually can turn into a giant monstrous fox thing, that is really cool. Uh, Implement that if you can, because I always really like that kind of stuff, and I know plenty of other players who do. Now back to probably what the main subject of this video is followers. Followers, oh gosh, they're so annoying. It's like, okay, so your group goes into a cavern. There's these skeletons. Why fight with my followers? It's like, okay. So as far as a GM or a storyteller, when it comes to followers, give the followers a specific purpose as far as what you want them to do in the game. For instance, followers can actually be used to gain money. They do work for the player. They can run supplies for the player. They can do really utility-based stuff and take them away from the combat. Then what happens is, as the GM, you can roll in a situation where a player might lose companions to see how many companions they lose, or gain companions to see how many companions they gain. Keep it even so that the number really doesn't change. I mean, it's short one session and bigger another session. But just try to make it so that the followers never really ever fully disappear, because then the player will feel like whatever they invested into that was completely for naught. Things you can do with followers. Followers can buy and sell stuff for the players so that they don't have to go to town and whatever, which can allow the players to focus on more story-based stuff. Followers can earn income for a player based on weekly, bi-weekly, or even monthly amounts. Like your followers of thieves have gotten gold, and they what's it called? Tribute to you. They tributed so much gold. That's really interesting for combat, and this is one of probably the best ideas for followers in combat. Give followers in combat, based on the size of the group, a certain negative modifier to the enemies. Now, what this can mean is that a group of 5, military trained men, soldiers, whatever, thugs, give the enemies essentially a -1 penalty on all their actions, because they're being constantly attacked by the soldiers and so much and so forth. And a larger group reduce the enemy's speed because they can't move around as much because there's so many soldiers in the way. This means that the players are fighting and the fighting goes as normal. You don't have to account for all the followers and all that kind of stuff. The followers are just going to give the players an advantage, and these advantage points are easier to keep track of rather than initiative for 5-10 soldiers. What it can also do is that because of your soldiers, every round you can deduct amount of health from the enemy, but there's a chance that you could lose a soldier, make up a probability for it. This is a really good implement. I really like these implements, and they really make the game a lot more interesting as far as followers are concerned. Also, when the players are traveling, give the followers something they're talking about. Name a specific follower. Name him Jeff. Maybe like Jeff, one of the more outspoken soldiers, does this or that. So followers can be a really good story point if you don't make it too complicated for combat. I think I've failed a lot in the past when it came to followers, but with my new rule set, they have become 10 times easier, 10 times more interesting, and overall. So, what have you guys done with your followers? Please leave a message in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to hear about it. If you hate followers completely, let us know why. If you love followers, let me know what you've done with them. So, gamers, ciao for now. Good luck with your followers and animal companions, and I'll see you in the next episode.